My name is Liam Garrett, and this is Story Big 8.
I can't even speak right now.
She's the giggle at a funeral.
There.
Everybody's disapproval. I should have worshipped her sooner. If the heavens ever did.
It all started in the summer. We put in a lot of work, door knocking, and we found big deer over the summer, bigger deer than this one, but we just couldn't get on him early season. He showed up every day in the summer, and we couldn't get on him, so we moved down the road a couple doors, and I got permission. Never had anything on camera early season. This deer kept showing up at the same spot as the big deer, and they would push each other out from time to time. And over time, he shedded the velvet and moved different spots during the fall. Well, as the fall came around, this deer started changing patterns, and I'd get him on camera about every day. And I wasn't worried about him too much early season. I was after a bigger deer at the time, and I just he didn't matter to me as much. And as the fall went on, that deer started to disappear slowly for about a month. And this deer kept showing up consistently, and I was like, just thinking about a different story that we could be starting. And
what's the move? Can I tell the truth? If I was doing this for you, then I have nothing left to prove. Nah, this for me though. I'm just trying to stay alive and take care of my people. And they don't have no award for that. Trophies.
I moved down the road, hung a set that day. September 22nd is the day that we first started hunting this deer. We hunted him one time, really early season, a ground blind, didn't work out.
September 14th, after opening day, we're in Georgia again, and we're after a deer called Big 8. That deer that I've been chasing, he stopped showing up. He showed up for 4 days in our daylight, and he left, didn't come back yesterday at all, either yesterday morning and evening before. So we're after this Big 8. Hopefully he comes in. We'll give that a spot break for a day or two, and hopefully get a crack at him.
So we had to change something, get higher up in a tree. Couldn't be on the ground. That spot was a big hill. So we got higher up in a tree. And the first day we sat, he came up in there right at dark, and a dove blew him out, or a spike blew us out actually. And I thought that was the end of it. Next day we go in there that evening.
Sitting down in the stand really late. A bunch of does came in here early, and we had nothing else to do. They were down in the corn pile. We had so much stuff to put up, it was hard to get set. And they kind of eventually scattered off, but hopefully it didn't affect anything. They blew once, twice. Nothing major. These bugs came in here around 7 o'clock yesterday. Whenever they start coming in here, it's chaotic. It's bad. Bunch of deer everywhere. Last night we got blew out by a spike. My shooter buck was about 50 yards away, so Lord willing, we can get a shot at him tonight. just had our second encounter with Big 8. He came in. We didn't really come in. He came about 20 yards behind the corn, walked the hill edge, and we couldn't tell which one was him. I know it was him, though. I seen his first running buddy come in, and then two wide bugs right after the running buddy. I know one of them was Big 8. You just probably seen every bug come down the same trail that comes in here. He was definitely in there, I guarantee it. Just wasn't meant to be tonight. He came in, he wasn't armed at all. None of them looked up at us. I think we did good tonight, not trying to force a shot. There's barely any corn on the ground. They're just coming through here. There's a big old trail right there that came in here, eating all the acorns. So, hoping to get back in here either tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening. We're going to Ohio Thursday, so I'll try to pull the trigger before then.
And then, right before the day we left for Ohio, September 26th, he came in 30 yards.
My church offers no absolutes. She tells me worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I'll be sent to is when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love it. Command me to be well.
And I missed him. Terrible shot placement on me. I shouldn't have took the shot in the first place. Could have killed him way earlier than the date I did, but it all happens for a reason. And went to Ohio. Thought season was not going down the track I wanted to. Ended up shooting a high 170s.
Mine's a 10 and his is a 13.
And probably the biggest deer I've ever shot in my life. So I'm blessed to harvest that deer this year. And this deer had different plans. I did not know he was ever going to come in where he did, but
Talk to him again. Back after maize.
there's like 10 does in the food plot, and they all start to walk under me slowly. And that I feel like something's up. They're being real skittish. They're on the edge of the wood line. They ain't coming in how they're supposed to. So they walk in, they eat a little bit, and then they trot out. And when they're trotting out, they're trotting under me. When they're trotting under me, I'm looking down at them on the saddle, trying not to move at all. And I hear them trotting, and I hear them stop. And I was peeking right, and I look, and I see that velvet hanging off his horns, and I knew it was him. He came in, bumping them does, and he probably sat there 3-4 minutes before he ever moved out of the first spot I seen him. And he came in, bumping those does, and eventually I draw back on a limited space. It was a tree hanging over this scrape, and you could see like a little hole like this of his vitals. And when he came in hitting that scrape, right after he bumped them does, I dozed and like moved a little bit, like probably 30 yards from him, and he came in hitting that scrape. and I had a little bit of vitals. I could see. I pulled back. Cameraman couldn't get on the deer. It was right behind him, like directly behind him. And when he moved to video the deer, I didn't want to spook him or anything, so I pulled back and shot right through that hole, and I had no idea how good the shot placement was. I knew I shot him because when I hit him, it was like an instant mule kick. I got all fired up in the stand.
Came back with my baby.
Dude, he has not been there in like 2 months.
Yeah, I just heard him crash. We just shot a deer that I've been chasing all year, man. I missed him early September. I had no idea he would have came in to die. I mean, like, no idea. I've been after a big buck we call Maze. And, a bunch of does right here. It's October 10th, man. It's full moon, or red moon phase, whatever. And, bunch of does right here. And he just comes running through here. And, like, trotting, chasing these does, man. And these does start freaking out. They knew something's up. And when I seen him, I said, oh, yeah, that's Big 8. He came in, and I had about this much room to shoot from. And I just put it right there where I could shoot.
Let's go find this arrow.
Oh, maybe the old beast broadhead did a trick.
I knew it was him. I knew he was down. And it's one of the happiest moments of my life to this day. I've shot a lot of big deer, but nothing compares to shooting this deer with a bow in Georgia. It's my biggest Georgia deer yet. So I'm blessed. I couldn't thank the Lord for anything else but what's happened to me this season. So this story of Big 8, and we'll get after it on another deer soon.